got myself a Casper mattress. Casper do 3 mattresses: the Essential, which is the cheapie, the Casper Original, which is the original, the all foam mattress, and the Hybrid. Hybrid being, or should mean, with pocket springs. However, there is this thing online now where they call Hybrid, where they use different types of foam, memory foam, along with normal polyfoam and stuff like that, and they'll call it a hybrid. Hybrid should be pocket springs, well, springs of any kind, along with foam. It's now a hybrid mattress. That's what this one is. I have paid for this mattress. Why did I pay for it? Because Casper, along with a few of the other companies that I have been emailing for at least 3 or more years, will not let me have a free mattress. I don't know why. I was pretty kind to the Casper Original, but along with the likes of Remfit and Simba, cannot get a free mattress. Sadly, one of the companies that supported me the most, Lisa Sleep, are no longer trading in the UK. If you've just got a mattress from them, sorry about that, but they have ceased trading in the UK. They're still trading in USA. So this mattress, I bought this mattress because, not just because it's a hybrid and because it comes from one of the biggest companies online, Casper. Although it's a recent thing to have, you know, an all online mattress company. We could have a long trial. In this case, it's a 100-night trial, and send it back if you don't want it. Casper were one of the originals. Started 2014, came to the UK in 2016. The hybrid came to the market in July 2019, I believe, so about a year old. Now, it's interesting because this mattress is CertiPUR certified. So that means specifically the foams are certified for low VOCs and harmful chemicals. You'd hope that that was always the case, and of course there are EU regulations, UK regulations. However, CertiPUR go a lot further than the normal standard regulations and strictly control, especially VOCs, volatile organic compounds. These are chemical mattresses, polyurethane foam, which is memory foam, and it's also, of course, polyfoam, petrochemicals, as indeed is synthetic latex. Now, it's CertiPUR certified, but the hybrid, unlike the other 2 mattresses they do, is said to be fire retardant, chemical fire retardant free. So it's of note, there are alternatives to the chemicals they use in the UK for the fire retardant properties, which can be, and normally are, a significant amount of the foam. I think up to about 20% of the foam can be chemicals. Now, they are specific about all their mattresses not having TCPP. Last year in the UK, the government were advised to remove that from furnishings. So it's no longer allowed. They say on their website, the first hybrid, and it's significant, they specifically say the first hybrid to be TCPP free. Now, it's also worth noting there are a lot of chemicals they are allowed to use as fire retardants in a mattress. TCPP being just one of them. But there are alternatives. Of course, we've had organic chemical-free mattresses for a long time. I reviewed one of them that came out in 2017, the Una mattress, completely organic. And one of the main alternatives to a chemical fire retardant is graphite. That's the most common one used. There are lots of other alternatives. Obviously, it adds to the cost, and that's why they don't like to use them. I don't know what they're using in this one, because this one, they're saying, is not just TCPP free, it's chemical free. So that's why it's interesting. It's a hybrid, it's from Casper. It's basically, well, it looks like the same configuration as their 4-layer Casper Original, except that the base layer is not the base layer they got there, it's pocket springs. Pocket springs normally mean it's more supportive deep down, and it also adds bounce. But there are lots of differences between foam and springs, pocket springs, and why you may want pocket springs. However, this is an unboxing. I don't want to go into too much detail, probably already too much detail. I want to get on and unbox it. Just to give you the quick headlines, as I said, mattress in a box, 100-night trial, 10-year warranty, but always check the warranty for the small print. I think in the case of Casper, you can't even claim anything until, if you're claiming for a dip, it's 2.5 centimeters or more. It's considered normal to have a dip 2.5 centimeters. It is, of course, free delivery, but they do a premium delivery. If you pay another 20 quid, you can name the day, and then on the day they give you a 2-hour slot. They say it comes by UPS. Mine came by VMS, which I think is some sort of courier company controlled by Arrow XL. As far as I know, it's not UPS, but hey ho, I don't know. Not sure what to expect. There aren't a lot of specs. It was bad enough in the early days of these online mattresses. Well, all mattresses all together, but even the ones that did tell you the specs, you know, in terms of the densities, which is the most important thing to know about a foam, and it gives you a clue to what probably the longevity of the mattress will be. As time's gone on, we're getting less and less of those specs. I've got no idea what the specs are on the Hybrid. I will be tearing it apart. I did pay for it. I can do what I want with it. And of course, they've got no input into it because I bought it myself. So I'm going to get on with the unboxing. Have a quick look at the mattress. Take the cover off. It is worth noting the cover is removable. You're allowed to remove it, and you can put it in a washing machine at 40 degrees. That's really good. The unboxing. So the unboxing, as I said, I have got no idea what to expect. There are very little details online of note. There are several reviews. Don't seem to go into a lot of depth. Not like what I do. First thing I can see is there is a welcome booklet, and it is right on the top. You cannot miss it. Just says Casper on the front. Of course, it is nice to get instructions, although we obviously all know what's going to happen. It's going to come vacuum packed. It's going to be covered in plastic. You need to put it on the place where it's going to rest, i.e. your bed. Before you unwrap it, you tear off the plastic. Very careful. Don't cut it with your knife. It's going to inflate. They may say ready to sleep within a few hours. I always say it's a good idea to let it air for 48 hours. This is said to be chemical retardant free. It's not chemical free. For instance, the cover will be polyester. It's a chemical. And there's glues and there's stuff. But however, fire retardant chemical free. You still want to let it air in a good, well ventilated room. First 48 hours when most of the leaching will occur. Before sleeping on it is my advice. It's the Casper Booklet. It's quite a thick book, actually. Blimey, I don't know what this is going to be. It's like a novel. Because it's in 3 languages, English, Dutch and French. Should say, obviously, Casper, an American company, but this is manufactured in the UK from parts taken from the UK and the EU, but it's designed in the US of A. We believe in the power of a great night's sleep. We created an award-winning expertly designed products for your bed. That's a general thing, so I don't know if it's probably not even specific to the Hybrid. Setting up your mattress, blah, blah, blah. As I said, frequently asked questions. Do I need to flip it? Of course, all these mattresses with an integrated base layer are non-flippable, but you must keep rotating it, especially in the early days, to keep the wear even. Will it take time? Blah, blah. So yeah, so just some general things. Complete your dream bedroom. That's it, and then it goes into the other languages. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's nice to have a welcome pack. Going to use my Emma safety blade on this part. I think a standing knife is too risky. If there's any giveaway labels, Casper Hybrid, so nothing, no groundbreaking information there. It's actually already a little ripped. I don't know if I just did that just now, but there seems to be a little ripped here. The white is obviously the top. So, the Casper mattress. It's a bit early to have any first impressions. There is a little bit of a smell. There's some off-gassing going on. There is definitely a bit of a chemical smell there. Not overwhelming. I've had better and I've had worse mattresses, but it is noticeable. Take the cover off for a start with. You notice there's a little bit of Casper branding, but it's in grey. A little bit boring, these white grey mattresses to me. They are very common. The good news is the cover unzips from the top. You don't have to start messing around with the mattress from the bottom if you really had to take this cover off, because as I said, it is machine washable. There's actually a label on the other side saying Casper as well. Can already see the pressure of the pocket springs at the bottom. So there's a little bit of foam just to provide a base for those pocket springs, but it is minimal, it's very small. You will notice there's also foam on the edge. These pocket springs are what they call encapsulated, boxed in to add edge support. Pocket springs are great in that there's a lot of movement. That's why they're great for contouring deep down, because not only do you get that up and down compression that you get with foam, you get side to side movement, but that's also can be a problem on the side. If they're not, well, high quality, often pocket springs, edge support, not that great because of that side to side movement. They do, on a lot of these mattresses, box them in. Not all of them. You can get very high quality pocket springs on the edges. On the Casper, they are boxing in. The advantage of pocket springs going edge to edge is that you get a consistent feel right across. So you're going to go from pocket springs to foam as you hit the edge. Some people will find that a little bit disconcerting. Say their pocket springs are zoned. So it's not just the same pocket spring across the bottom of the mattress. Zoned to get, so some are firmer and some are softer. Presumably, you know, especially around the shoulder area where you want more give. So it's supposed to be 24 centimeters when it's fully grown. Currently 20 centimeters, so fair amount of unvacuuming to go. As you can see, we've got polyurethane foam. As they say, always say, oh, we're using open cell foam on top. Of course, all mattresses use open cell foam. It would be very uncomfortable if it was a closed cell. So you've got polyurethane foam on the top, then you've got a layer of memory foam, which is going to give some contouring and be slower to respond, so it will hold your shape a little bit more. Some people will like that, some people won't. But it will gel with the pocket springs, so pocket springs will be more responsive, memory foam more contouring but less responsive, evens out. And then another layer, what they call adaptive foam, as your third layer. So you get a transition of soft to firm. And I quite like that on the Casper Original. I think it works quite well. Most of them use a 3-layer configuration, including the base layer. Having a third adaptive layer, I think, works quite well. You get that graduated support. The whole point of a mattress, really, although some people argue, and they're not all mattresses are like this, but in the main, a mattress should start off soft and end up firm. So you sink in and then it gradually firms up, and you get more and more support. Comfort layers are to feel nice, but support layers actually hold your body up. I'm not going to open this up at this point before it's fully expanded to show you those pocket springs, but I certainly will be pulling this apart as I pay for it myself come my review. So if you're interested in this mattress, or just in mattresses generally, as I am, and in pocket springs, check out my review probably in about 3 weeks after I've given it a fair run for its money. So I hope you got something out of this unboxing, and thank you for watching.
UK